and welcome. And this video is a continuation of um, what I picked from Pierre, EXO, and Stephanie's short-lived but quite painful relationship, quote and unquote. And it's something that some of us had been saying, but the voices of, oh, it's the 21st century, oh, it's limiting women, blah blah blah, has drowned out the voice of reason. Look, I think if you place any premium as a woman, if you place any premium on your emotions, you place any premium on your time, you place any premium on yourself. Premium, I didn't just say price. Premium is above price, right? Premium is premium, okay? Like if you place any premium on your affection, on your vulnerability, you will not pursue a man, no matter how nice he is. In fact, that he is being nice is actually an impediment sometimes. If a nice man is not coming after you, it will make the feeling of hurt worse, because you at some point you begin to wonder, why is it that a good man like this does not like me like that? I mean, you can explain it away if the guy is a total, I'm trying not to profane here, okay? If he's just a very terrible person, a user, and every other name you can call him, you'll be like, well, you won't take it personal because that's the way he is with everybody else. But if the guy is a good guy, the good guys are the ones you have to really watch out for when it comes to protecting your heart. It's ironic, isn't it? But it's true. The good guys, the guys that are always going out, you would naturally find them attractive. But hey, girlfriend, you better yank your heart back. Do you understand? Like, yank it back and put it under submission. All that talk. Look, when you are dealing with your heartbreak and you are doing a crying gag, all these people telling you that if you want a man, you should go for it, they won't be there to hand you the tissues. They won't be there to. I mean, I watched the 2 years after, and I hope I'm wrong, but I unfortunately I don't think I am. Stephanie is not over it yet. And I didn't expect her to. Like, she's not over it yet. Like, when she saw him, she was so happy to see him. Like, the way she was laughing, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Ah, you know, like, she can't hate the man. She can't say this is what he did wrong exactly. And that makes getting over him difficult for her. Yeah, she might have, and I pray she does, because so that she can, there will be space in her heart to accommodate somebody that actually loves her to the moon and back. You understand? To the moon and back means that he tried to get her the moon, but he couldn't. But at least he tried, right? Yeah. So that's what to the moon and back means to me anyway. And and here is the thing. If you know that you're a woman who, and most women are, let's face it, most women give their all, which is why the Bible never says wives love your husbands, right? It's always husbands love your wife, because for men, love is not that easy. Like, it's like, for them, they don't like being vulnerable with one woman. Like, it's like a death sentence for them. You understand? They don't want to. It's not that they don't find themselves in that situation. They don't let go, especially the ones that have been hurt. So there are two men you have to watch out for. A man that has been bruised and battered by life. A man who has suffered rejection, which was where um what's his name again? Hi. This guy is making me speak French. I don't understand. Pierre Exo, which is where Pierre Exo was. He was a man who was hurting, and I think he was protecting himself. And this exuberant woman comes, and she's very open and honest. She's wearing her heart on her face. Forget her sleeve. The sleeve is too far. She's wearing it on her face, on her arms, everything. And he's like, whoa. He's like, whoa. And he's just, yeah. He doesn't, maybe if he was at a place where there was a time he seems to be that kind of person, they would have gelled. But he's done that several times, according to him. He's done that several times, and he has gotten burnt. So, and you know what they say, hurt people hurt others. Most of the time, not intentionally. And that was the situation. He did not mean to hurt her. At least that is how it looked to me. But hey, whether he meant to or not, he hurt her feelings. And here is for men watching this. Please, I beg you. I'm begging. When you know, and please, none of this dumb, I don't know what is going on thing going on. No. When you know that a woman is very, very excited when you are around, excited to see you, always wanting to be with you. She's most likely in love. And if you know that the feeling is not mutual, or that you're not interested in her that way, I beg you in the name of God. I hardly use the name of God like that, but please cut it off. But let her know why. Cut it off, because the longer you give her attention, the more love she pours. Do you understand? So as soon as you notice that she's not calm, cool, and collected around you, she's so excited, always laughing at everything you say, even if it's not funny. At least it's not funny to the rest of us, but for her, I mean, she's eulogizing you like you are some deity, dude. She's enamored by you or in love with you. She might not know it yet, but just lay the cards on the table and let her know, look, I admire you. Tell her the things you like about her, so she does not feel like this is about her. And then let her know that you're not in that place, and so you cannot and you don't want to. And because of that, you can't keep seeing her. Of course, she's going to tell you, look, I understand, we can just be friends. Don't believe her. Don't believe her. In her mind, she's thinking that if I accept what he's offering, eventually he will give me what I need. That is the way a lot of women think in that situation, because they run into panic mode, like half bread is better than none, that I would rather see this guy on a friendship level, than not see him at all. But you are the one who has to stand your ground, because your I don't want to hurt her will eventually hurt her. So it's better you hurt her early. Even if it's within a week, it's better you hurt her early than hurt her later, because at that time it will be worse. She might not like you for it at the moment, but as time goes on, when she begins to get over you, when the euphoria of how she felt about you begins to wear off, she will understand and realize that you were looking out for her. Let her know that you enjoy her company, but because of how she feels, for her own sake, as well as yours, you just can't keep saying, oh, she might insist we can be friends. Like, you have to cut off completely. No communication. Do you understand? If she's still trying to reach you, you let her know, look, I'm very serious about this. If you don't accept what I am telling you, I will change my number. You let her know. She might curse you out for that, Like, you're being such a this. Why can't you just, I said I was okay with it, blah blah blah, and who told you I was in love with you, blah blah blah. But you're smart enough to know the signs when you see them. I'm assuming you're a smart man. If you're not, well, I suggest you get some wisdom. You understand? Because, see, it's for your own sake too. You understand? Because you might say it's not your problem now as a man. That, well, she said she's okay with it, so why should I be the one to break the relationship? Look, the more emotionally invested a woman is on a man, the more possessive she is of him when she can't have him. And the more possessive she becomes obsessed. So she moves from that sweet little darling you were friends with to this obsessed woman that will do anything to keep you at her side. So before you get yourself entangled with a woman gone crazy, because there will be a time when you will meet a woman that you are interested in, and if you think she will just relinquish you like that to be with her, like we say in Nigeria, foul. She won't though. She will fight tooth and nail, and it will be partly your fault. And in this situation, people will think you led her on, like you should have broke up with her a long time ago when you knew how she felt. So the moment you notice, please, I mean, if you see the way Stephanie was, you would think they had been together as friends for years, but it was actually just 2 months. She said it herself, 2 months. I'm like, 2 months? Wow. And you are still here. Please, ladies and gentlemen, women, don't chase men. When a man wants you, like really, really wants you, hey, girl, I can assure you, you would not have to guess. He will come after you. Would guess. No, you will not have to guess. He will come after you full force. Full force. He will come after you. He will do things for you. He will be there for you. In fact, you won't be able to shake him off, even if you wanted to. If a man, so don't go, yeah, he likes me, he doesn't know it yet. Since when did you become clairvoyant? Don't delude yourself. Delusion is a luxury that you can ill afford as a woman, because delusion, once you start indulging in delusion, you are on your way to the loony bin. Let me say that again. Once you indulge in delusion, you are on your way to the loony bin or the prison. One of the two. Because you indulge in it, it's like opium. Illusion is like a drug, it's like opium. You get used to it, you get addicted to it. And next thing you know, you are committing crimes. You are doing terrible, horrible things that things that you condemned at some point in your life, and you find yourself doing it because you know why? You had let yourself be carried away on the euphoria of illusion. Illusion in this case is when nobody told you something, but you just assumed that is what it is. A man doesn't tell you he loves you and he wants to spend the rest of his life with you. He's not doing anything to match up those words, but you are saying it on his behalf. My sister, that is delusion. You are delusional. Snap out of it before you become a serial killer. Because I doubt the women that are hacking other women to pieces and throwing acid on them, they grew up that way or they were trained to do that. I think they indulge a little too longer in the land of delusion or something, and next thing you know, they feel possessive, like this man is mine. And men, please, I think the problem with a lot of men is that they underestimate women and the power of the emotions of a woman. If a woman has set her heart on you and you do not insist, like with words and your actions, it's not that you just say it, oh, is that you keep your distance. You don't talk to her, you don't communicate with her. No hi safe. Do you understand? If possible, if you are living in the same area, move. Look, don't underestimate. That's your problem, gentlemen. And that's why a lot of you find yourself in a situation where you have an obsessed woman on your case, trying to harm your girlfriend because she thinks that you stayed, you knew her feelings and you stayed. She will forget that she agreed with you, that you just be friends. As long as you are with her, she's going to keep feeding. That feeds that notion that you like her, you just don't want to admit it. Any woman that comes on the scene is the intruder and the impostor. And she's going to go for that woman. Like, so please, which is why someone like me, I'm very, very, I would not, I don't like to relate with men that have female friends for this reason, because I know my gender well. Any indulging in the opium of delusion, and they are crazy already. I'm not saying all female friends are nursing the hope of finally becoming the wife or the only woman in that man's life. But if a man has female friends, chances are, in fact, there is at least one person among his female friends that wants more than friendship. And they will do everything to drive any other woman around him away, whichever means. So men, please don't underestimate women and the lengths they will go to protect what they feel is their own. If a woman is making possessive statements like you are her something and you have not declared, dude, run for your life. Do you understand? Run for your life. If you think she'll just harm other women around you, she might harm them and pin it on you. Yeah, she might say she loves you, but she might harm them and next thing you know, you are accused of murder of a woman and you're like, me. Do you understand? Whereas it's an obsessive female friend of yours. Those things we see in movies, I can assure you. Maybe you should be watching Crime Inc. more often. Maybe then you understand. Those things we see in movies, they are the PG version of what really, really happens in criminal cases. So please, gentlemen, if you are not interested in a woman in the way she's interested in you, back off and back out completely. No friendship, no contact, no nothing. Explain to her your reason, but maintain that you are done. No friendship. Which is why, again, I don't advise friendship between men and women. Feelings get caught way too easily. And for women, if a man is not pursuing you and you see that you can't just be friends with him and you are the jealous type, please stay away from him. Do you understand me? Stay away from him. Not unless you want to end up in the loony bin or the prison sooner than later. Because if you are possessive, you are a jealous person, you have feelings for a man that does not have feelings for you. Well, you're going to do something very, very dark soon enough. So if you want to maintain the goodness that you have in you, stay away from him. Yes, I know he's a good guy, he's a great guy, the greatest guy you've met. He's not the only guy out there. You will meet a man. Have faith that you meet a man who will love you to the moon and back, and the feeling will be mutual. But the sooner, if as long as you stay in that relationship, it's not gonna happen. Wow. As long as you stay in that relationship, that so-called relationship, that is only you, that you are in that relationship, he's not there with you. As long as you stay there, you will not meet the right person. You will keep investing your feelings on a person that will not reciprocate. And sooner than later, your emotional tank will go empty. And when it does go empty, what are you left with? Emptiness. And the idle mind is the devil's workshop. Once your emotions get empty, darkness may begin to infiltrate. And when that happens, you begin to lose your soul. It starts very small until it becomes very big. Take care of yourself, you people, and shalom.